a man's heart and mind is through his stomach. I couldn't agree more. Although, for me, food and thinking, I feel, are two extremes. However, time and again, food eating habits of mine have later on led me to think or contemplate about life, relations, and various other things. Mr. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I'm a self-proclaimed foodie. I love to eat and eat variety of things. Over the brief period of time in this planet, I have had turtle, shark, whale, scorpion, octopus, among various other things. This has offended many people over time, especially my mother. Although I like giving advices to many people, I generally don't take advices from others. One of the very few advices I've taken to heart is from my maternal uncle, who once said, try everything in life, but don't get addicted to any. And he was also one of the first man to make me implement the advice. How so? After my board's exam was over in 2002, I went to stay with my uncle, who was that time posted as a doctor in Assam-Nagaland border in the northeastern part of India. My uncle had a cook who was a Naga tribal youth. He used to diligently make me and my uncle 2 cups of steaming hot milk tea every morning when I was there. One fine day, I was still in my bed when I overheard him shouting at my uncle, saying that there is no milk in the house. So my uncle is like, okay, you make the tea without milk. However, I was in for a surprise when I went to the dining table after I woke up. There was a cup of milk tea. I didn't think that much and I drank it. After the last drop of tea was finished, I remembered that there was no milk in the house. Out of curiosity, I went to the cook. Hey, where did you get the milk or manage to get the milk for the tea? He very nonchalantly explained about the female dog that in the medical center that had just given babies, and he managed to get the milk from that dog. My jaw dropped and I was lost for words. I was in that dumbfounded state for quite some time. However, my twist with dog-related food didn't end with that incident. A week after that incident was done, I went with my uncle, who was invited to a huge Naga tribal community feast. The feast required you to sit in a field and eat whatever is placed in your plate, banana leaf plate, in front of you. It started off well. Rice, some vegetable, some curry, and then some meat. The meat tasted delicious and spicy. Spicy because they had used the ghost pepper, Bhut Jolokia. It was my first encounter with the world's hottest chili. That meal had many firsts for me. I had Naga Appam. It's the rice beer. It's quite famous over there. You drink it in a bamboo jug. Then also, after the meal was served, we got entertained, all the dances were done. We went back to my uncle's quarter. He offered me a glass of gin, my first hard drink again. So I was very apprehensive why my uncle is like, was he testing me or did he want to check like I drink or not drink? I was very apprehensive. I didn't want to drink that at all. However, when he explained the reason why he wanted me to have it, I gulped it without any questions. Any guesses? The reason he wanted me not to have, me to have the gin was because the meat I had released in my lunch was made none other than dog meat. So these 2 incidents gave me one important lesson. You should know what you are doing, and it applies to anything and everything in your life. And especially in my case, what am I eating? I have never had dog meat after that. And when I see my dogs now, I cannot believe that I had once eaten kin of theirs. My mother has never liked me eating what she says as nonsense food. Once I had rabbit meat at my friend's place. Uh, Mom cooked it quite well, and it was really tender and amazing. The taste was like, the taste still lingers on, and I was very excited and wanted to irritate my mom and go and tell her that I had eaten another some exotic animal. So I went there and I told her that I have eaten rabbit meat. But the reaction I got was quite furious. I got one tight slap. I still remember. It rocked me. It really rocked me. And she didn't speak to me for 2 days straight. I was clueless. Like, what happened? She gets irritated. She doesn't like me eating all these sorts of food. But she has never expressed such kind of reaction at all. I later came to know from her sister, my aunt, that when they were young, they had lot of number of animals as pets, among which there was a pair of rabbit, which my mother was quite fond of. One time, my mother and her family had gone down to Himalayas, keeping all the pets under the supervision of a guard. However, the guard had a gambling addiction, and he lost all the pets in a card game to some other people. The winner, who got the rabbits, roasted them and ate them with relish. When my mom came to know, after the vacation she came, she was inconsolable. And I eating the rabbit had reminded all the memories related to the rabbits. This incident made me realize that I should be sensitive about what am I speaking to whom. Food will always be in my thoughts. Right now I'm craving for some lobster meat. However, food shouldn't be cause of discomfort and pain to others. Hence, I now eat whatever I feel like without telling anyone or boasting about it to anyone. Dear Toastmasters, eat whatever you feel like, and sometimes let the food tickle your mind too, like you, Mr. Toastmaster.